Hey there, everyone. This is Jessica here, your new media producer. I go by Jaw, which is Jessica Advocates Wellness, and I hope this isn't too loud in your ears. I'm here to show you how to find guests for your show, for your podcast, your YouTube channel, any place that you have a show that you can show up and you can have a wonderful, wonderful guest to present to your audience. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and share my screen here. Now I am using Google Hangouts to do this because all the memory, if you haven't heard before on one of my previous recordings, all the memory on my Mac is full. So until I go and find an external flash drive, we are going to be using Google Hangouts so that I can teach you how to find wonderful guests for your show. So we'll go ahead and share my screen with you here and we will get started. And I apologize if I look like I'm landing a 747 or something like that's totally what's happening right now. But anyway, it's all good because it has great audio. So let's get into it so I can show you how to find quality guests for your show. I'm going to share my screen with you all. And here we go. So here we are. So if you go ahead, one way that you can find quality guests is to look on Twitter. So now here's my Twitter page. What you can do is you can actually go up here to the search bar. You can type in hashtag speakers. I can spell that. All right. So what will happen is it'll go ahead and pull up a ton of different speaker organizations and speakers, and really just take you sitting down and going through some of these, finding out some quality people that you may want to interact with and you may want to have on your show. So that's one way to go about it. There's also a different way where you can kind of type in speakers and you can go through all the Twitter feeds on a different platform. I won't show you today that, but I will do another video on that particular platform. Another place you can go is go to Eventbrite, right? Because we want to work with people who are working. We can go to Eventbrite and you can type in your location. I'm going to keep Sacramento here and look at upcoming events that are happening for your particular niche. So like here's an entrepreneur network mixer. And what you do is you go ahead and you find out who these speakers are, and then you would do some research on them. So let's see. They have, let's see, who it benefits. Okay, so their keynote speakers here are John Pyron, Lizette Robinson, and I cannot say that name, that one there. What you can do is just take it, highlight it, and copy. We're going to go into the search bar of Google. And we're going to do some research on this person, right? So here's this page. This is why it's so great and so important that you have a website that is just your name, even if it's just a stagnant website. And then, yay, so we're going to look at him and help people create a vision for their ideal life. Okay, so it sounds like he has a pretty good base here, but what we also want to do is we want to watch some of his videos, right? So we're going to go into his page and we're going to watch one of his videos. Of course, I'm not going to do that now, but this is just for an example as a way that you can take a look at some people that you may want to have on your show and how you can find guests for your show. So one way is to go to Twitter. Another way is to go to Eventbrite and take a look at different events and who the speakers are and the organizers are for those events. Another way that you can go about doing that is by going into, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and get this all down. Going into your podcast. So, right. So, a great way to find guests is to look for different podcasts that have podcast members and who they've interviewed. So, let's go into, we won't use Kevin's because Kevin doesn't interview. Hi, Kevin, if you're watching this. He doesn't really interview other people. It's usually just him. But you can basically go into your podcast list here, and you can go ahead and search for your particular niche. So let's say we're going to do a podcast on cakes, right? So we have a show about cakes, and we're doing either a podcast or a YouTube channel about cakes. So we type in cakes here, and there's a couple of different ones that show up. We're going to go with going down here and finding. How about this one, right? The Rob and Kate Show. So we're going to look at them and look at some of their descriptions here and their details. So you go to it, click on it, open it up, and then we're going to view the description here. So you can look at it, you can look at their description, you can go to their website, click on their website here, and take an overview because you may want the podcast host to be one of your guests on your show. Definitely, if they have a podcast, they have an additional audience that you can leverage, then it's great to have different podcast guests on your show because you want to make sure that you're giving the best benefit and the best value and the best content to your audience. So that's another way that you can look for guests to be on your show is by going to their shows, going to iTunes and looking at the different podcasts that are there. Another great way that I find guests for shows is to go to Facebook. So you can do this by going to the hashtag and doing speakers again, or you can look for a particular niche. So let's say we want to do cakes. So we're just going to go with the cake example. So let's go with cake. So here we have like Ebony Combs. She's posted a cake, and then you would just go into their bios. Let's look at her. She looks like a good one. So let's just go into her bio and look at what she has here, and then look at what she has as her. Now, okay, she doesn't necessarily have a good intro here. So usually what you do is you have a link to your particular service or your Facebook page. And unfortunately, she doesn't have that there. So let's go and see if we can find another one. How about this one, right? So sweet little things. So here she has her Facebook page tagged within her post. So now I can go to her post and say, oh, wow, she makes really great cakes. Yes, definitely someone I would like to have on my podcast or on my show, on my podcast or on my YouTube channel. So this person would be a great guest. So this is another way that you can look for great guests, great shows by just going in here and just typing in what it is that you're looking for. So even for speakers, you'll have different groups and things that'll populate that'll come up when you look for particular topics. All great ways that you can go through and really do some research and find out who you would like to have on your guest as a popular guest. Another way that you can do this by going to a popular site. So let's go to Black Enterprise. So if we went to blackenterprise.com, and then we're going to go ahead and scour their network and their platform and see if they have any particular people that we like to reach out to. So we're going to look for, let's see, cakes, right? That's our example. We're looking for someone to be on our cake show. So here we have this person here that has cupcakes. Let's go ahead and click on her bio here. Great, awesome. So she has Hello Cupcake Entrepreneurs. All right, so we can go through, we can read through here, we can look at different people that they're talking about and look for a particular speaker who we may want to have as a guest on our show. So that's another way is by going to other popular networks and searching for your particular topic or niche and finding a guest that way. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do it as well. Of course, we can always use the good old Google. We can always use the Googles to find a great guest for our show by basically typing in the person, typing in what we're looking for. So look, cake, and then doing a plus sign, and you can just see how it pops up, like cake plus art, cake plus soda, cake plus, let's say, speakers. Right, and let's see if that populates what we want. So let's bring it up to speakers, but you get my gist. You can type in a bunch of different things there. And then if you're looking for a way to title, this is just a bonus. If you're looking for a way to title your shows, then you can go to Google Trends. And Google Trends is something I believe is just totally underutilized, but it's a great way to look at different trends in your niche, and then find something that everyone else isn't doing their shows on or their topics, their episodes. So if we typed in cake, right, we're looking at a good spike here that's happening in 2016, New Zealand, different regions. But what I really want to show you is down here. So let's give my computer a moment to populate here. Birthday cake, right? This is a food writer, topics, so related queries. It's Paw Patrol cakes, okay? Minion cakes is a good one. So if you could make a minion, a Shopkins cake, a mug cake. So you can go here and look at the related, not the ones that are topics that are kind of trending right now, but look at some of the related topics and then do your particular episode or your particular topic on something here. Ninja Turtle cake, all of these different things that are populating, because these here are going to show you some of the ones that are the most popular, but here, these are the related queries. These are the ones that we want to really dig into because there's a lower amount of people that are doing content on these particular topics in their on their blogs, on their shows, within their podcasts, so on and so forth. So basically, the search algorithms of Google are showing you exactly what's popular right here and then what's related that people are searching for. What we want to do is go towards, we don't want to go towards the norm. We want to go towards the related. We want to go towards the things that people are searching for and they're not really able to find all that often. All right. So that's just a little tidbit for you. So I hope this was very, very useful to you. Those are a couple of different ways that you can look for great podcast guests or great guests for your YouTube channel. I hope this was very useful to you. If you have any questions, comments, anything to that effect, feel free to go ahead and leave your comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for joining me and I will talk to you later.